Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and as you can see, I have a chair right beside me.
And you already know what that means. And
We
we're
are
back
doing-
together again.
Yeah, we're doing a video, and this is a fun video. It'll be the first time Tyson is being on the music channel specifically, but not the first time we're talking about music together. And so yeah, he'll be the first time he's on TGC Radio, and this is going to be a video that we did way back in 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. And 2021, yes, 2021. You're right. You are right. Where we did a small 3 Days Grace song versus song video where we put our favorites in two different randomizers. We had our own little internal battles, talking them out on camera for all of you, and we picked what we thought was the better song of the matchup. And we're going to do that with every single song from 3 Days Grace's studio albums, self-titled to Outsider, because he has not listened to Explosions yet. And I don't blame you, quite honestly. You know my opinions on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're going to do that, and I think it'll be a lot of fun, but we're going to do it slightly differently. We're going to be using the rules that I know from the Rock Coliseum guys, and that is 4 guys on YouTube. Link in the description to the Rock Coliseum videos. They're really cool. And basically what they do is, for the first hour of their video, they're live streaming, so they take a random matchup that they get from the chat, and all 4 of them vote on whether that band, song, artist, whatever is yes, like they approve, or if they don't like that song or whatever, they give a thumbs down. And we're gonna do that for the songs here. And enough of the intro, let's get into it. Here we go. So our first matchup will be Fallen Angel versus Broken Glass from Transit of Venus. Ooh. So, I know you know both songs. Like, do you have a matchup here? You can think about it. Because that's a tough one, actually.
That is a tough...
Transit of Venus is my favorite record from them, but...
I'm not a big fan of Human, but Fallen Angel...
Fallen Angel, we both agree. Like, it's a solid song. It's one of the best on the record. So, I think I've got an answer. I think I've got one.
I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay, so on a count of 3, we'll do one song first. We'll do Fallen Angel and then Broken Glass. So Fallen Angel, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Fallen Angel, we're gonna say he's beating Broken Glass here. It's a tough one for me.
It was very tough. Like, I'm not the best fan of Human, but Fallen Angel is... Whew.
Yeah, like, I like both songs a lot, and like I said, Transit of Venus is my favorite record. I don't think there's a bad song on it, no. And yeah, I like Broken Glass a lot, but I don't know. Fallen Angel, I think, genuinely is one of the top songs on Human, and I think it stands out just a little bit more.
Yeah. That is just... Oh.
Anything else you want to say for that one?
Fallen Angel, man. Of all songs.
Next matchup will be... We got Lost in You, my favorite song the band's ever done. And Unbreakable Heart, also from Transit of Venus.
Wow.
The closing track on that record. Wow. I love both songs, but I obviously have an answer. Do you have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lost in You. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I guess for the record, if you were, if you were going to go Unbreakable Heart here, you could just, not do one, then I'll do a countdown and you can do Unbreakable Heart. Thumbs up. We don't have to do, a thumbs down in this case. But yeah, so we both agree, Lost in You again. I can't wait till we disagree. Honestly.
I feel like when it comes to the 1X, if we get 1X songs, that or even from Life Starts Now or from...
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, for me, Lost in You is my favorite song the band's ever done. I love that song so much. Oh, yeah. It means the world to me. And, it's just the perfect example to me of, I think the absolute highest highs on Live Stars Now are even better than 1X. And for 2 records that are very similar, and you can tell that, some of what they were doing on 1X is still there on Live Stars Now, I think, yeah, like I said, the highest highs there are better than 1X to me, and I think Lost in You is a very high high. But yeah, I do love Unbreakable Heart a lot. Again, Transavina's favorite record, but it's not better than Lost in You to me.
No.
Anything you want to say on it?
I'm not very familiar with Unbreakable Heart. Like, I've listened to it a couple times, like, hanging out with you, and I just listened to it. It's like, it's good, but Lost in You, that was like one of the very first songs I listened to, and it just, no, it doesn't hold a candle to Unbreakable Heart. They're both good, but Lost in You for me, personally. Also,
little side note, I mean, for me, I actually do have to thank you a lot, really, because you're the reason why I actually started listening to stuff on Life Starts Now. Because I didn't really
Life Starts Now is
listen to that record. I knew Self-Titled and 1X really well, and I found Human shortly after you first got into the band, and then, yeah. And then you told me to listen to Last to Know, and then...
Last to Know, yep.
Yeah, that became...
Oh, wait till that comes out.
I just voted against Transavina's twice. That hurts. That hurts me.
You'll be alright.
Matchup number 3. What do we got? Over and Over from 1X versus Infra-Red from Outsider.
Oh, no.
That is an incredibly tough one. Infrared's my favorite song on Outsider, and I think Outsider is a lot better than Human in a lot of ways. I think, yeah, it is a solid record. Even if I don't love it more than the stuff Adam's done. I like both songs a lot. But I revisited 1X after our album ranking video. And I have more things to say on that in a different time, though. But I have an answer if you do.
Alright. Yep, I got an answer.
Okay, so Over and Over. 3, 2, 1... What? What? I am genuinely fucking shocked. What the fuck? What? Over and Over is one of the best songs on 1X.
It is. But you can't compare it with Infra-Red.
Yes, it can.
Not in my opinion.
I love Infra-Red, but Over and Over is way better.
Bro.
Like...
You have no idea.
Genuinely, Over and Over is like one of my favorite songs on 1X now. Like it's even like,
don't get me wrong, yes.
Like Catch Me on a honestly at this point, Catch Me on a Certain Day, and I'll say Over and Over over the title track at this point.
Yeah,
and that says a lot for me. What? Okay. Anyway, enough of the being surprised and stuff. Okay, so Over and Over for me. I'll let you. Actually, I've been going first. So why Infra-Red over Over and Over?
Okay.
You go first.
Infra-Red, don't get me wrong, is probably is my favorite song off of Outsider. That and Strange Days, but that's beside the point. Different time. Over and Over is probably one of my top songs on 1X though. But Infra-Red, I just like the way that the vocals in that with Matt over, and like I love Adam's vocals in the Over and Over, but like...
Yeah, I mean, and... Yeah, like, I will say, I do like Matt's vocals on Infrared a lot. I like the times where, like, you get, like, the... He almost sounds a bit more in the background. Like, the opening. But yeah, I
have no idea how hard that was.
But, like, for me, again, like, Infrared's my favorite on Outsider. I do like Outsider quite a bit, but I just... Like I said, Over and Over, especially since I re-listened to it last year, 1X, I was like, wow, this was like truly a sleeper hit for me. Like, I love this song way more than I initially thought I did.
Probably if I would have thought about it even more, I probably would have chose Over and Over, but I was like, Infra-Red is just, oh, I love that song. So,
you didn't have to wait very long for us to disagree. Over and Over and Infra-Red, we disagree on those two, but if you got anything else you want to say, I will take these out of here.
I might hate myself later for that, but I'm going with the gut and going with what I feel.
So there we go. Next matchup, what do we got? I Hate Everything About You from the very first record versus Wake Up from the first record. Okay, this one is honestly pretty easy for me. I have an easy answer.
Yep.
Right away.
Yep.
So, I Hate Everything About You. 3, 2, 1.
That's...
I mean, like, look, we
It's
talked about this in the album ranking. Like,
it doesn't come close.
Like, Wake Up doesn't hold up as well as you think it does at this point. The lyric, "You're just not drunk enough to fuck," is a bad lyric.
It is.
The song's not that engaging.
I kind of like the beginning of it before it gets to the chorus, but like like what James said, that the lyric is just no.
Yeah, and like the music behind it as well is not that engaging. It's very standard, like 3 Days Grace low tempo stuff. Even if like it was one of the first ones they did like that, like it's just not that great to me. And I Hate Everything About You, even though I have issues with it, and I think it's edgy as fuck, it somehow makes the edginess work, I think, really well, and I think it does still stand out, and it is a good song, I think. So, Is there anything else you want to say about I Hate Everything About You more than Wake Up?
I Hate Everything About You is probably one of the best songs on the self-titled. Better than Wake Up for sure. I think I can almost put anything on the self-titled over Wake Up, maybe.
I don't know if I would do anything personally, but it would be really low if I re-ranked those songs. That'd be a fun video, actually. Going through like each album individually and figuring out a ranking.
Best song to worst song?
Yeah, we could do that. Or worst to best, either one.
No, that too. We can do that.
Yeah.
Future video ideas.
Exactly. But the next matchup will be...
Oh, please give me something good.
Was that the first album versus album? Like...
Yep. Because we've had Human versus Transit Venus. We had
Outsider versus...
We had Outsider versus 1X. And then we had Transit Venus again versus...
Life Starts Now.
Yep. No.
Yeah, because it was Lost in You versus Unbreakable.
Yeah. Lost yeah.
Anyway, so the next matchup is... I Am an Outsider from Outsider versus Home from the self-titled. And, look, this is an easy one for me. I don't have to think about it. I got my answer. Clearly not as easy for you.
No, not really, because...
I think one of these songs is significantly better than the other, and...
I think I already know what you're going to go with.
And I think one is a big pile of generic garbage. But don't let my opinion sway you. I want your honest gut reaction here.
Okay, I got it.
So we'll start off with I Am an Outsider. So I Am an Outsider, 3, 2, 1. And then Home, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
We disagree again. So for me, again, I've been very honest about my issues with I'm an Outsider. I think it's one of the weakest songs on that record. It's a big, steaming pile of generic garbage. The lyrics are awful. The music's not much better. And the exact same idea has been done a lot better by plenty of other bands. So, yeah. And then Home, I think, is easily one of the best songs on the self-titled record. And it's a big standout. And I like that it's the heaviest song on that record, too. You know? So, again, and we talked about it before, Home for me was... I think, actually, Home for both of us, we said, was one of the first songs on that record that made us, like, pay attention and be like, oh, hey, this is a good record. This is a very good song. So for me, Home has to take it. But you did vote I'm an Outsider over Home.
Mm-hmm. Now, my reasoning is I got more into, like, obviously 1X, self-titled, Life Starts Now, good albums. But I was more into, like, in-depth with Human a little bit more, and definitely Outsider. Outsider, I listened to that on the daily for probably 6 or so months. And I Am an Outsider popped up, and I really... Just thinking about, like, middle school and high school, like, I feel like that's a song I could have gotten into back then. And just, like, yeah. Home is, like, an amazing song. Again, it was not easy for me, but I Am an Outsider.
Yeah, I mean... Okay.
I already knew your answer when that...
Well, yes.
Yeah, I already knew it.
But the next matchup will be Villain I'm Not from Outsider versus Scared from the self-titled record. This one's pretty tough for me, actually, to be honest. Yeah. I like both a lot. Villain I'm Not was a very early standout for me when I first listened to the record. Outsider, that is. But Ooh, okay. Scared for me is one that, like, I've been thinking about a lot more starting last year as I was coming back to some of their stuff again, and I like Scared a lot.
I haven't listened to Scared in a while, but I remember listening to it. Yeah. I think you and me were together at one point in time.
Probably, yeah. But, I have my answer. I got my answer.
Yeah, I think I got one too.
Okay, so again, we'll start off with the first one listed, Villain I'm Not, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And again, we disagree, so Scared, 3, 2, 1. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I went first on the disagreement last time, so you give your reasoning for Villain I'm Not.
And like I said, like, I haven't listened to Scared in a while, but it is a good song because me and you were jamming out to it, just chilling, hanging out, listening to it. But again, I got more in depth with especially Outsider, and Villain I Am Not was, again, one of the songs that I listened to. But I just haven't listened to Scared. I guess I can listen to it again and like maybe reiterate and reevaluate and stuff, but I'm going to go with Villain I Am Not.
So, for me, honestly, had I not gone back to some of their earlier work after we did the album ranking last year, I would have voted Villain I'm Not, quite honestly.
I should have revisited.
But, like, I revisited 1X, and then just out of the blue, one day at work, literally, I just started thinking about Scared, and the vibe I got from that, and how I compared it to, like, Misery Loves My Company on Transit of Venus, and how I like the music video that song got, and it's like, okay, that could have been a cool music video for Scared, etc., and I just started thinking about the song a lot. It's like, I came back to it, revisited it, it's like, wow, I really like this song, and it's genuinely one of my favorite songs on the record now, really. Mm-hmm. So, now I'm like, yes, fully, like, revisited on the record, the self-titled record, I'm like, Scared, yes. But, I mean, again, maybe if you had the opportunity to visit...
If I definitely have the opportunity, I'm definitely going to listen to some of the earlier stuff and then reevaluate.
Yeah. But there we go. So the next one, we've got...
Oh, no.
Pain from 1X versus...
Don't do a double.
Animal I Have Become
from
double. 1X.
You did a double.
Ooh, so, I mean, again... I'll admit, like I said, I revisited 1X last year. I realized in the album ranking I was harsh on it by a bit. I still don't care for either one of these songs anymore. I really don't.
You have no idea how hard this is for me.
It's hard for me too, but it's hard for me for a different reason.
Yep, I got you.
And...
Oh, man. We might need some time.
Honestly,
I'll try to make it quick. But...
I think I have an answer. Well, do I?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got an answer.
One song that's about basically an animal you're becoming.
I mean, like, both songs are very much about, like...
They're more about,
like Adam's, like, drug addiction at the time.
Yeah, like obviously... When
Pain...
Mm-hmm.
Like, Pain is all about... like, withdrawal and going through rehab, and the animal I've become is, like, you know...
What you are when you're on it, yup.
Yes, exactly. You got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I got an answer.
Okay.
You got one? I know it's tough.
Yep, I got it.
Mine may surprise you, to be honest.
Probably.
But we'll start with How They're Red.
Mine is going to surprise you.
We'll start with How They're Red. Pain. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and will I become? 3, 2, 1. There you go. We disagreed again, and for me, Pain, I don't know, I like... Again, I don't care for either one of these songs. I think, at this point, the singles on that record, outside of Never Too Late, are kind of weak. And I don't, like I said, I really don't love Pain either, but I do like the lyrics and how Adam's connecting with withdrawal and everything he's describing in them. And generally, I do like the verses a lot. I like the music behind the track, and or music behind the lyrics on the track. And quite honestly, the only thing I really like about And I Become now is just the opening bass line. I like Brad's bass work a lot on the track, but outside of that, that's all I really care about on And I Become. So for me, it kind of had to be Pain when I thought about it a little bit more. But you did vote And I Become, so...
Alright.
What is your reason?
And will I become like you said, the opening was just amazing. The work that Brad did, it's just. But as it got like into the song, getting into the chorus, like, I mean, yes, the lyrics could have used some work and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
I will give you credit. I do think the chorus on And I Become is better than the chorus on Pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's better. It's got a better structure and flow.
And then there's other lyrics like outside of the chorus that could be better, but like the chorus is good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And Pain, I love Pain. I really do. I love And I Become too. This was very hard, but if I have to choose one, And I Become, yeah, it's just a better song in my opinion.
To be fair, I think the general consensus probably agrees with you there, to be honest, so...
I'm just glad this didn't double up on something else, the other two songs that I have in my mind from 1X. That is going to take me, like, years no.
The next matchup is Time of Dying from 1X versus Never Too Late from 1X.
I'm very sorry.
I've got an easy answer.
This is the easy answer.
I've got an easy answer, but I mean, everyone knows my opinions on Time of Dying, so... But first, Time of Dying, 3, 2, 1. About what I expected. Never Too Late, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Never Too Late is the only single on the record that I care for now. I like it a lot. I still think it hits very hard. Mm-hmm. I love the opening, like, acoustic guitar. I love when the entire band comes in. And honestly, I think musically, Time of Dying is actually better than Never Too Late. But I just have a big problem with the lyrics. And, like, I'm not going to say the lyrics are shit now. Again, that's part of, like, where I realized I was being harsh on the record. But even for 3 Days Grace's standards, having fairly simple lyrics, Time of Dying is overly simple lyrically to me. And, like, I think there's a better way to make that song. But no, I love Never Too Late. So, yeah.
And like you said, Never Too Late, like, the way it starts out and it goes into the whole band joining in, like, just Adam. Goodness. Adam at the beginning just kind of, like, pouring his heart out, and then the band comes in to back him up, and it's Never Too Late is just amazing. Time of Dying, don't get me wrong, I like what you said, the musical style behind it. The lyrics they could have worded it differently, in my opinion. It just took a wrong direction, I think, in my opinion. But
yeah. Also, for Never Too Late, shout out to the cover band First to 11, where, like, ever since I heard their cover of it, like, Audra's vocals coming out of the bridge, like, she adds, like, a little vocal line, and that always gets stuck in my head when I think about the song. So shout out to them too. That's a very good cover. And if I don't belong. But
Too Late is the obvious winner.
Yeah, is there anything else that you want to say about it as I'm removing these from the list?
I think I'm good, buddy.
What do we got next? Here we go. Nothing to Lose by You from Outsider versus Sign of the Times, the opening track on Transit of Venus, and quite honestly, this is a very easy decision for me.
Yeah, I already know, but
I feel like I know your answer because, again, what you've talked about in the video already.
I'm not familiar with Transit of Venus as
not
much as
enough,
you are.
yeah.
So yeah, obviously my answer, because I know the other song very, very well. So
yeah. So here's the thing, right? We'll start off Nothing to Lose But You. 3, 2, 1.
Obviously.
Sign of the Times. 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Sign of. Well, no. Last time we differed, I went first. You go first.
So me. Okay. I'm not as familiar, like I said, I'm not as familiar with Transit Venus as James is. So I don't know this song as well as he does. But like Nothing to Lose But You, I actually know a lot because I'm more familiar with Outsider. I listen to it every single day for 6 or so months. So I know that. So that's just kind of, I just love the way Matt, his vocals in it and the music behind it, the chorus.
Yeah.
Good. Yes.
You know what? And I agree with you. I do like Matt's vocals on the track. I like the instrumental on the track. I do think for me, and what really made it a super easy decision for me, it's not even because I love Transit of Venus. It's more like, I think Nothing to Lose But You is kind of a forgettable track on the record. Like, it's definitely not one of the highest highs on Outsider.
No.
Whereas, like, I think Sign of the Times just opens up Transit of Venus with just a fucking bang.
Yo, for real.
And I love how, like, they kind of go back to their roots and get kind of grungy in, like, the format of it. And it starts off soft. Everyone comes in louder than ever before, settling down again. But not ever going back to how soft it was at the beginning. And, yeah, I really like Sign of the Times a lot. So, that is the biggest reason for me. Along with, I do think Nothing to Lose But You is a bit forgettable. But if you don't have anything else to say, I'm going to get rid of these. So
we gotta be down to at least less than what we started with. We've only done
There should have been about 74.
74 total. And we're probably done about, I want to say 12, 14 probably.
Somewhere like that, yeah.
So we gotta wait.
So
here we go.
The next one is Operate from Transit of Venus versus One Too Many from Human. And that one, again, is going to be a very easy one for me, personally.
I'm not familiar with both of these songs. I'm trying to think. I know I've heard One Too Many before. I just can't think of the lyrics in my head right now.
I've played Operate for you.
Yeah, and I think I remember it. I know I've listened to One Too Many. I just can't think of the lyrics right now. Okay, I haven't.
You want an answer? Yeah. Okay. So, as they're read, Operate, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we agree again.
Of course.
So for me, Operate, it's one of my favorite tracks on Transit of Venus, actually. For a record I love a lot. Again, I don't think there's a bad song on it, as I said before. And yeah, Operate feels a bit weird to me because it feels to me like it's got a bit of a classic rock vibe, and I dig it. And yeah, I just like Operate a lot. I think everything about it is just solid. And One Too Many for me, I don't know. Kind of like you were saying how you've heard the song plenty of times, yeah. But you just can't think of the lyrics or anything,
no,
or how it goes. I can't
even think of the beat or the instrumental at all.
And that's one of the biggest things for me. I've heard One Too Many plenty of times as well, and genuinely, kind of like how I was describing with On My Own on 1X, how I like that song a lot, but it's always in one ear, out the other. I cannot ever tell you how the chorus goes, even if I just listen to it. One Too Many is super forgettable to me.
Yo,
and that's one of my biggest problems with Human is the songs on it that are good are very good, I think, but it's filled with songs that are forgettable, or Matt brings them down with his vocal performance.
Yo.
Like I said in the album ranking, but yeah. But why do you go Operate?
See, like I said, I think if it's the tune that I'm thinking of, that I remember from Operate when you played it for me, then I was I remember head bopping to it. Mm-hmm. Me and you were kind of jamming out to it. And I actually maybe I don't remember the lyrics as much. I do remember the beat or the instrumental, and I just was getting with it, just solid rocking out. And then One Too Many, I said, I can't think of why can I not think of the lyrics?
Honestly, I could not tell you the lyrics to this song.
I'm going to have to replay that after this video's over. I'm going to have to replay that song to see if I even...
We've got Bully from Life Starts Now.
Yo.
Versus Let You Down from the first record. Oh, wow, this is... not a good matchup because like I don't like either song.
Neither do I.
Like they're both fine.
They're decent.
Like they're totally fine, but like you want to talk about weak and forgettable?
I'm sorry, but I have an answer.
Yeah, I do too.
Go for it.
I feel like we have the same answer here, but
probably.
Bully 3, 2, 1. Let You Down 3, 2, 1. I guess. Yeah, like Let You Down, like it's totally fine if a bit forgettable. Like and like I want to like Bully. I like what they're going for, but the opening to me with the kids on a playground, the playground fight, I think it just harms the song. It makes it hard to come back to. Like,
Bully is just not.
Like, they're both totally fine, but Let You Down, I think, is a bit better. Like, if you have anything else you want to say, go for it.
It's just Let You Down just is a bit tad better than Bully. Just Bully was not a good song.
Again, I think it's fine, but I'm not
something, but
like I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, oh yeah, like defend the song, right? Like it's great, the best thing ever.
Defend that.
I'm not defending it.
No, I like how the only good match we had was I think Never Too Late and we had Pain and Why Become. That was hard for me. Yours was I'm waiting until we get like Double Transitive Venus.
Oh.
That is gonna hurt you so bad.
Do not put that into the ether.
That is gonna hurt so bad. Dude, imagine if I get double freaking 1X again.
What if we get double Outsider?
That's gonna hurt too.
Okay, so what do we got here? That is The End Is Not the Answer from Human versus Love Me or Leave Me from Outsider. And I've got a very easy answer for this one.
So we might disagree here, but
I think we're gonna agree.
Okay.
I think we're gonna agree here because
all right.
Well, first, the End Is Not the Answer from Human. 3, 2, 1. Love Me or Leave Me. 3, 2, 1.
We did agree.
Yeah, like Love Me or Leave Me. It's a fine song. Like I don't love
Isn't it weird that it's like so calm the entire way through?
Yeah, it's super low tempo. Like they don't.
There's no rock involved in it. It's just.
Like, yeah, they don't get any sort of, like, aggressive or, like, higher tempo at all. But it works, you know? We'll go for it.
I kind of like that style. Like, they don't have to do that, like, all the time, but just, like, 1 or 2 songs on a single track or on a single album. Oh. Yeah,
and, like, personally for me, like, I like that style from them a lot, actually. And, like, I don't love this song. I think it's totally fine. But, like, The End Is Not the Answer is super forgettable. Like...
No, I can't even put it into my brain right now.
Like, it's just super forgettable. And, like,
so this is an easy one for us. I like these easy ones, but the tough matchups are fun. I can't wait till a Double Transitive Venus.
Stop putting that into the air. We don't want that.
What about a Double Life Starts Now? I think I could do that. I don't know if I can do that.
I could do a double life first.
There's certain songs, I can do it.
So we've got
this first.
Last to Know from Life Starts Now versus Nothing's Fair in Love and War. And again, not a fair matchup at all. I have an easy answer.
So do I.
And we're going to agree again.
Mm-hmm.
Last to Know, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Like, again, Last to Know, I think is one of their absolute best... like lower tempo songs. I love that it's mainly piano all the way through, but you start getting the band coming in as you go into the bridge. You got amazing build up. Everyone comes in strong and loud, playing great, and you get you get Adam changing the chorus as he's basically saying like, "No, I'm through with feeling sorry for myself. I'm better now. I wasn't the problem." And it's just a really good song, like, all around. It's super great. And again, Nothing's Fair in Love and War is one of the most forgettable songs on Human.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's, like, more forgettable songs on Human than any other.
Either that or Explosions, but I mean,
yeah,
again,
that too. But like, Last to Know, like, I think is a song that I got you into.
You did. Uh-huh.
You know? Last to Know is definitely one of my top songs on Life Starts Now. It's... like I said, low tempo. It's super, and it gets better, like higher up in the as you go on in the song. It's just, I love it.
I mean, amazing. It's one of those cool songs that they've done where like, because normally with 3 Days Grace, it's very much like it's either here's like a lower tempo song or like here's like just an aggressive song right out of the gate.
Like, really hard, goes really hard. And
Yeah.
then you go in the middle, like, alternate, and
We're
just
like-
the low tempo.
We're like but then Last to Know is different. We're like, you start off low tempo, you get the really cool piano ballad, basically, and then you get the cool build up, which leads to like it getting a bit heavier and like everyone coming in. And yeah, it's cool. I like the build up a lot. That's my favorite thing about the song. Next matchup is
This is gonna be fun.
what the heck do we got?
Yeah.
Right, Left, Wrong, the opening track on Outsider versus Happiness from Transit of Venus. Ooh, okay, that's an interesting one for me. Okay. Again, we're going to disagree on this one just because, like, we know Outsider and Transit of Venus.
Yep.
Yeah. But, well, we might not. It's interesting for me. It's a tough one.
I'm familiar with Happiness, too, and
I have an answer.
Yep,
I feel like we're probably going to disagree on this one.
probably.
It's pretty close.
It is.
But we will. You have an answer for sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a sure answer.
Right, Left, Wrong, 3, 2, 1. Happiness, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think you went last time we disagreed. I think.
I think so, too. Oh,
We haven't
last time we
disagreed.
disagreed.
But we haven't disagreed in a while.
I think the last time we disagreed was NY Becoming Pain, and I think you went first?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't know.
But go
Regardless, Right, Left, Wrong. So, like, I like Happiness a lot. I think it's, again, just another really good banger on Transit Venus. And I do enjoy Right, Left, Wrong. But I do think the chorus is a little corny. With the, like, right, left, wrong. Like, and then I do feel like they get a bit kind of, like, a little too edgy in the bridge. But I don't know. Again, both songs are good. I enjoy both songs, but Happiness is just gonna barely edge it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
But Right, Left, Wrong.
Okay. I'm sorry, but the chorus is kind of... come on, that's clever.
No, it's not.
It's corny as fuck, but it's kind of clever.
It is not clever. It's just super
kinda-
corny.
But it's kind of clever a little bit.
No,
you think about it.
No, I am not saying
Oh, I'm
it.
sorry, I didn't mean that.
Like, I am not saying.
But
it's
I think
clever at all.
it was a solid start to kick off an album. Like, it really is.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, it gets really hard like later in the song.
Yeah.
Like toward the end, like right after the chorus. Like they do the chorus for like the second time.
Yeah.
And then Happiness. Remember again, coming over here, banging it out with James, and yeah. But Right, Left, Wrong is one of my favorite songs on Outsider. And like I said, I need to get better into Transit Venus. I just need to. I feel like my
Yeah.
answers would change if we did this again, like
I
down the
mean,
line.
maybe they could, but I don't know. Like I said before, Transit Venus is just a super like divisive record in the fan base, and you may not like it. Maybe not at least as much as I do anyway. But nonetheless, we're going to move on to the next round.
Yep.
Bitter Taste from Life Stars Now, the opening track to the record, versus Gone Forever. So, okay, obviously, again, he knows my opinion on Bitter... Well, okay, he knows my current opinion on Bitter Taste, where I don't hate it as much as I used to. But even still, like, I do think it's a fairly easy one. I know it's an easy one for you. Because, well, we'll get into it. Bitter Taste, 3, 2, 1. Gone Forever, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, like, well, we agree, but it's your favorite song they've ever written, so you go for it. You go first.
Gone Forever, like James said, not only is my favorite song off 1X, but it is, I think, the best song they ever made. Like, just listening to it, and it's something I can get into. It describes so many things in life that has happened, in my life even, and so I relate to it so well. It is a banger. Like, I can listen to it, happy, sad, angry, doesn't matter. It just jam out.
See, and you know what? I get that. Like, it's basically a song that, like, no matter what, it just makes you happy.
Oh, of course.
And for me, like, I don't love Gone Forever. I think it's more middle of the road on 1X personally, but it's still solid. It's still solid. I like that it opens up with the acoustic guitar. I like when like everyone comes in. I do like the lyrics in it if they are a bit edgy, but you know, they're fine. They're totally fine. It's a good song, and even though I do like Bitter Taste a lot more than I used to, I don't think it's anywhere close.
Me, right?
No, actually, it's not.
Yeah, I figured.
There have been some, but like that one's not actually. But I don't know. I don't think Bitter Taste is anywhere as close to being. It's nowhere near as good as Gone Forever. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, I like Bitter Taste too, don't get me wrong. It's one of the middle songs, I would say, in Life Starts Now, but it doesn't go over Gone Forever.
If I had to rank them, I'd probably still have it lower, but it just wouldn't be the worst.
I was thinking, like, lower, but toward the middle lower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, like I said, we both agree, and I think Gone Forever
my favorite
is better.
song's out the way, so that helps out a lot.
Hey, we got mine out of the way early, so.
Yeah, yours was out of the way early, but mine's gone. That's what I was waiting for. Imagine if we had done Gone Forever, like, versus...
Okay. Next matchup.
There we go.
Take Me Under from the first record versus Tell Me Why from Human.
Ooh.
I have an easy answer, actually, to be honest. It may surprise you a little bit, actually.
Yeah, I have an answer, too.
We'll start off Health or Red. Take Me Under, 3, 2, 1. Tell Me Why, 3, 2, 1.
We agree.
Yeah, I mean...
Go ahead.
I think Tell Me Why is solid. It's one of the tracks on Human that I do like. I like Matt's vocals. I like the instrumental, obviously. And I think it's cool. And I think Tell Me Why is one of the few songs on Human that does feel like they're trying to harken back to their highest highs with Adam. Harken back to stuff like 1X. And I feel like Tell Me Why does capture that pretty well. And it makes a good song. And one that's at least not forgettable. Mm-hmm. Whereas Take Me Under, can I have said for a lot of Human, actually, Take Me Under is one of the songs on Self-Titled I think is forgettable. Like, I don't care for it. I honestly, even though I've heard it plenty of times, I couldn't tell you how it goes.
No, I couldn't even tell you how it goes either.
Yeah, so I think Tell Me Why pretty easily is the best one for me. Of the matchup, anyway.
I feel like Tell Me Why, like when I first listened to it, the first few times, few hundred, anyways, I feel like it's telling a story to me. I don't know why it feels that way, but like, and it's just, it gets super dark in the middle of it, but I love it. That's why I love it so much, because I'm that type of person anyways. And like, again, Take Me Under, I couldn't even tell you lyrics or how it goes.
Yeah.
I'd have to listen to it again, but...
See, that's the thing, right? I think on just about every record, I mean, again, outside of Transit of Venus for me specifically, I think on every other record, they just got a good, like, small handful of tracks that are just really forgettable. Mm-hmm. That just kind of feel like filler on the album.
Like, I can even tell you, like, 1X is my favorite record, but I could probably tell you a lot. No, I could probably say a few songs that are probably forgettable. Like, they probably will come up yet still, and I could probably just easily say. Like,
for me, like, even on 1X, like, I would actually say 1X isn't inherently forgettable, but, again, a song like On My Own, as much as I do like it, and I genuinely like that song, like I always say, it's in one ear, out the other for me. I can't tell you how the chorus goes right after I've listened to it. Mm-hmm. Next up is The Abyss from Outsider. I know your opinion on that song. And that is versus the title track to 1X. 1X, obviously. And actually, even though I know your opinion on The Abyss and we disagree on it, this is an easy one for me. And I know it's an easy one for you too, unless you've suddenly changed your opinion on The Abyss.
My answer is going to shock you, probably.
As they're read, The Abyss, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 1X, 3, 2, 1. You know what? Congratulations.
I literally listened to this all day. One day I had a shit day at work, and I listened to this for like 3 hours just on repeat, and I fell in love with it. Now, I remember when I said earlier,
The Abyss is the closing track on the record. I like it.
Fucking trash. Fucking hate that song. It did not, no. Couldn't get into it, won't get into it, don't plan on it.
Like, I mean, I get it. I've always liked The Abyss.
I just love the way it opens up. The vocals in it is amazing. It really hits.
Yeah, and I like how they get, like, at the very end of the song, you get some, like, really heavy vocals in the background, almost like screaming. It just really works, and it's a very good way to close out Outsider. And even though I disagree on the matchup here, just because, like, the title track to 1X is, again, one of my favorite songs. It's my favorite song from that record.
And don't get me wrong, I do love 1X, but I'm not as into it as the others, but, like, The Abyss. And 100%, if I didn't listen to The Abyss, 1X would have took the cake, hands down. Like, even he knows.
Yeah.
Like, I hated The Abyss. I hated the song. I didn't like it. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you literally said in the album ranking that you hated it, and you didn't plan on ever going back to it. You didn't want to get into it.
Hell froze over.
But yeah, like... So, I mean, that's cool. I actually like this disagreement here, because that's cool. It shows that you have grown a little bit, and, like, a song you hated, you like now.
It went from, like, my most hated song on Outsider to probably top 3.
That's cool.
That's
really cool.
Impressive. 1X...
Yeah, I mean,
still have a place in my heart, no matter what.
I like both a lot, but I'm just more likely to come back to the title track for 1X. So, but yeah, I like that matchup a lot.
Oh yeah,
that is solid as hell. But that is the title track to 1X gone, and that was both closing tracks to those records too.
Yeah, for real.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it was the closing track. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Okay, here we go.
So here we go. Next one it's Car Crash from Human versus Strange Days from Outsider. And again, this is an easy one for me.
It's easy.
So as they're read, Car Crash, 3, 2, 1. Strange Days, 3, 2, 1. You go first this time.
I don't know if James knows this, but I listened to Car Crash on Human and I did not like it. I instantly forgot about it. It's very forgettable to me. I didn't like the way it was played. And then Strange Days, if also James didn't know, is my favorite song off of Outsider.
I know.
Yeah. Like, we'd be driving around and it'd be playing in my pickup every time. Like, play something from Outsider. Strange Days pops up because, I just love Strange Days so much.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't blame you. From the moment I first heard Car Crash, I've never liked it. And now, like, I'm indifferent towards it. It's just more forgettable to me than I hate it. But I've never liked it. And Strange Days, right away, like, again, I've said this plenty of times before, even to you, like, I sat down with Outsider immediately upon release, March 2018, and that was, again, one of the first songs, like Infra-Red, that stuck out to me. It's like, this is a very good song, and I love how it's right before Villain I'm Not, and then Villain I'm Not kind of continues, the vibe of it, and both are very strong.
I could probably say that's my top 3 for Outsider.
Strange Days, Villain I'm Not, and...
No.
Strange Days, Infra-Red, and Abyss?
Yeah. I could probably say that it's a comp... Ooh, right, left, wrong should be up there too. But no.
That's a solid top 3.
That is a solid top 3.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Abyss was at the bottom. If Abyss was still at the bottom, like, I didn't go back to it, right, left, wrong would be probably 3.
So that's going to be Without You from Life Starts Now versus Expectations from Transit of Venus. And, oh wow, this is another easy one for me personally.
Yeah, I already know, so I gotta think.
See, okay, I will say, while you're thinking of your answer, I like Without You a lot. Well, no, wait.
Well, yeah, I guess I have an obvious answer. I just can't think of a song for it right now, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Without You, 3, 2, 1. Expectations, 3, 2, 1. Expectations, I think... So, it's funny. Expectations for me, I think, like I Hate Everything About You, is very edgy, but it somehow makes the edginess work. And I've said this so many times before, I adore the bridge and Adam's vocal specifically on it. You know, the lines about like grabbing her keys to the car in the back lot, threw a shot of jackpot, left with the jackpot. That bridge, I fucking love it. It's so great. Adam's delivery is perfect, and that is what puts it above Without You for me, is the bridge alone. And the bridge alone is what kept me coming back to it when I revisited Transit of Venus last year. And it became like a song I frequently came back to.
Grab the keys to her car in the back lot, threw a shot of jack back, left with the jackpot.
Whereas Without You, good song, but again, on Live Stars Now, I do think it's fairly forgettable. It's good when I listen to it. It's like On My Own. Mm-hmm. I like both songs a lot, but it's a little bit in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
The only reason, like, I chose Without You, like, is I don't think I've heard Expectations yet. I don't remember it at all.
Like, I know you've heard it, you just don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember it. My brain is so messed up. But Without You, I do remember listening to it. I just... Oh, man.
I mean, like, if one's at least more memorable to you, I mean, yeah, you have to vote.
You have to go on that.
You know?
Like, you can't really do much else.
Yeah.
But...
Anything else, though, for Without You? Anything you do like about it that you remember?
I think it was... I'm trying to remember the freaking chorus for it.
And I'm going to say this is going to be the last one for this recording. I'm going to say that. We're about an hour in. So, we're going to finish up here. And our last matchup will be a Good One, Randomizer. The Good Life from Life Stars Now versus Human Race. And that's a bad matchup to end on. That's a bad matchup to end on.
My answer's easy.
Like, I mean, I like both songs, but, I mean, it's an easy answer. Yeah. As the Red, The Good Life. 3, 2, 1. Human Race. Yeah, no. I like Human Race. You don't.
No.
So is that now your least favorite that they've done?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
It's got to be the least favorite. I'm sorry. It's not the way I would start an album. No. It's just not the way I feel. Like, again, we have different opinions on it. He likes it.
I think it's fine. I don't like it as much as I did when I first listened to the record. And I disagree, actually. I do think it's a great way to open up Human because it fits with, like, the vibe and the message they're trying to send throughout all of Human.
Like, I'll listen to it, I just don't like it. And, like, no.
I mean, and then, yeah, I do agree to an extent. Like, we both voted Good Life, you know. I think Human Race is fine.
I vibe with The Good Life.
Like, The Good Life is okay, you know. It's nowhere near the best song on the record. It's very mediocre, I think. But, lyrically... It's whatever. It's fine. But I do think, you know, the guitar work from Barry is fairly good. It's got a cool little riff at the beginning. And that's what put it over for me. Like, it's just, again, slightly better to me.
Slightly better over Human Race.
Okay, so I will go one more for the sake of it.
Yeah,
we gotta
end on a good note.
Just to see if it's a better matchup.
And if it's a bad one, then we'll just...
So, let's see if we can get a good matchup to end on.
Give me a positive one. Come on now.
Me Against You from Outsider versus Break from Live Starts Now. That's another bad matchup. It's not even close. We have the same answer. Me Against You, 3, 2, 1. Break, 3, 2, 1. Me Against You is my least favorite song they've ever written. I think it's absolutely fucking shit. And Break is significantly better in every single way. Is there anything you want to say about Break?
Break is probably one of my favorite songs on Life Starts Now. And again, I don't mind Me Against You. James absolutely hates it. I don't mind it. I mean, yeah, Matt does intend to use the F word a lot in that song for no reason at all. There's, like, no thing behind it. But, like, I don't mind it. It's not one of my favorites on the album, but...
Yeah.
Oh, come on, give me something.
Something good, please, to end on.
Okay, I think I know what that song is.
Oh my god. Landmine versus Painkiller, both from Human. A shitty matchup to end. Shitty matchup again. Very easy answer. We have the same answer. Landmine, 3, 2, 1. Painkiller, 3, 2, 1. You know what? Because of this, that gets 2 thumbs up for me.
Painkiller's amazing.
I don't even like Painkiller that much. I think it's totally fine. But Landmine fucking sucks. It's like my second least favorite song they've ever written. It's not good. It sounds like one of the worst WWE entrance themes that they've ever written. Actually, never mind, because most of their entrance themes now are really bad. So I take that back. But Landmine's a shit song. Not good. Painkiller is at least a good song. And it's one of your favorite songs. So,
it's my favorite song on Human, for sure. Landmine is just, again, a forgettable song to me. One ear out the other. I know, like, the words, I just can't put them in the right order right now, but give me something good. He's waiting for somebody that's on Transit Venus. Something.
I don't even care about that. I just don't want it to be a song that's very obviously not good.
Yeah. Alright, come on now.
Even if we have a different opinion on that.
Give me something.
Okay, let's see. Overrated from the first record versus The High Road. That's a decent one.
Okay.
I remember both tracks. I like both tracks. And I do have an easy answer, though. But I think it's a decent one to end on, if we had to.
I think I have an answer, too, because I know both these songs, too.
Yeah. We might actually have the same answer on this one. But first, Overrated, 3, 2, 1. Mm-hmm. The High Road, 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think The High Road's a very solid song. And like I said, I like Overrated. Overrated, I think, genuinely is like a memorable song. And like Adam screaming out, "Your shit is overrated" in the chorus is, again, memorable. It's cool. I like the song. It's a cool way to end the record.
I like taking a trip on the high road.
But like The High Road is... It was one of the first songs they released for Transit to Venus, one of the singles on the record for a reason. It's a very good song. It's a standout on the record.
See, like, I know this song off that album, and it was a good way to end an album.
Yeah. But in saying that, I think that is a decent way to end.
Because I feel like if we do it again, we're going to be here for a while.
Do you want to take the chance just to see?
Screw it. Let's take a chance. Because there is... Wait, okay. Because we already done my favorite song on Human. We already did my favorite on Outsider. We already did my favorite on 1X. I don't think we've... We already did... Oh, wait. Have we done my favorite on Life Starts Now?
Oh, I know that song. That's from 1X.
Let me see it.
That's going to be Let It Die on 1X versus The New Real, and you don't like one of those songs, so it's going to be an easy matchup again. We should have taken it when it's a decent matchup. You got it. Let It Die, 3, 2, 1. And, like, I like The New Real. I like it a lot. Let It Die is just a better song.
You know something? I re-listened to The New Real. I do have a different opinion on it, but still Let It Die gets a slight edge over it. It's better, but it's not...
Yeah, it's not that close. I will say that's cool though, and more growth. That's the second time you've changed
every song of Outsider that I've been listening to.
That's actually the second time you've changed your opinion on The New Real.
Yeah.
You originally said you hated the song, and then you said like it was just kind of forgettable, and now you're warming up to it.
It's still kind of forgettable to me, but it's like it's better than when I first listened to it. But like I said, I've connected so much more with Outsider, and I feel like you've connected more with Transit to Venus.
Well, yeah.
But we still like the first 3 records.
Well, for the record, by the way, we are now down to 2 songs on Outsider.
Yes, we are.
2 songs on Outsider.
And we got, let's see. Well, we got 1,
There's
2,
3 on 1X.
3 on 1X, and then... Alright, come on. Give me something good. Are we going to finish off 1X? Like, I think...
I actually couldn't predict that one.
No, I could not either.
So, is this a better matchup? It is Born Like This from the first record versus Get Out Alive. Again, a decent one to end on.
Ooh.
That's a decent one to end on. Like,
yeah,
take
that's
Overrated.
That's going to be the one.
You know, I don't know. We could get better. We could.
We could. Oh, yeah, we definitely could. But I feel like this is a solid choice.
Again.
And I think I have a solid answer on this one.
I do too. So, Like the Red, Born Like This, 3, 2, 1. Get It Alive, 3, 2, 1.
Get Out Alive is easy because that's one of his favorite songs on the 1X album. And
I don't even like it as much as I used to. But I still think it's a very good song. And I think it stands out just a little bit more than Born Like This, you know?
Yeah. Get Out Alive is just...
Anything else you want to say real quick?
I think I'm good, buddy.
Okay, so Get Out Alive. Again, that's another decent one to end on. But there is better that we could end on.
Yeah, there's a lot more songs that we could do better on.
So let's just see what the next matchup could be.
God, all right. I know that song.
Yeah, we know that song.
I know that song.
This could be a very good matchup.
Okay, we're starting off.
That's going to be World So Cold from Life Starts Now
and
versus It's All Over from 1X. So I think this is a very good matchup, but it all depends on you for this one. Because I know you originally didn't really like It's All Over, so it may not be a good match.
Again,
a good matchup.
I re-listened to songs.
Okay. So I like both a lot. I do think
this has a slight edge.
Yeah.
I have an answer.
World So Cold, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
We agree.
It's got a slight edge.
Yeah, you go first this time.
It's All Over, like, it was one of those forgettable songs, like, you listen to it once, you'd be like, oh yeah, I know a couple words, and just, you forget about it, and then you go on to, like, something else, and you hanging out. But I re-listened to it, and I actually got more into it, and started, now I know word for word, but World So Cold is probably, like, again, one of my favorites on Life Starts Now. It's just the way, the vocals in that is so great.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I like It's All Over a lot. I think it's a great way to kick off 1X. It's cool to see that you're warming up to it. You like it more now. So that's really cool. But yeah, like World So Cold, I said it in the album ranking. World So Cold is basically like a heavier version of Never Too Late, I think. And that's just a really cool feeling.
I don't know. What is left on Life Starts Now?
There's not much. If we look up here, the options are No More, Someone Who Cares, and Going Down, and then the title track. So there's 4.
So I think I'm trying to think about what my favorite one from Life Starts Now is. I think it's Break.
You've always said Break.
Yeah, I think it's Break. I thought it, for some reason, I think it's Break, then World So Cold, then Last and Now.
And that's entirely fair.
That's right.
But yeah, you know what? I think that's actually a really solid way to
we've
end
done
on.
all my favorite tracks on every, because self-titled is I Hate Everything About You, 1X is Gone Forever, Break off of Life Starts Now. I do still have a favorite on Transit Venus that still hasn't been said.
Do you want to keep going till we
Let's
get
see
it?
if we can get it.
Okay.
And then we've already said my favorite off of Human, which is Painkiller, and then my favorite off of Outside, which is Strange Days.
Oh, that's from Life Starts Now. That's No More.
Yup.
And that's going to be No More versus Chasing the First Time from Outsider. I like both a lot, but I have an easy one for this one.
Yep, I got it.
As the Red, No More, 3, 2, 1. Chasing the First Time, 3, 2, 1.
That is such a clever title.
Yeah.
Like, chasing your first high, like, yeah, I get it.
For me, I think Chasing the First Time is just a bit more memorable.
Imagine if Adam would have sang that. I think it would be a little bit different.
It would. I don't think it would work as well, especially...
No, not the way Matt did it.
I think he could have made it work. Adam could, for sure. But, I don't know. I feel like with Adam's past issues, I don't know if he'd want to sing a song about chasing the first time he got high.
Yeah, I think he's moved on from that life. He's done so much better for himself now.
But yeah, no. For me, I think it's just a bit more memorable, No More, but I like both.
But like, I'm saying, like, that song maybe, like, on 1X or even the self-titled.
It would be interesting for sure.
That would be interesting. I don't know. We haven't said it yet.
Down to one song on Outsider.
Yeah, and it's one of the most forgettable, probably.
That's a big change for you. Wow. I kind of want us to get that one because I want to hear you explain that more.
Yeah.
We'll keep going until we can potentially get your first one.
I know that is.
So this is going to be...
That's Riot.
Riot on 1X versus Burn,
Oh,
the opening track of the self-titled record. It's an easy one for me because everyone knows my opinion on Riot. So, as the Red, Riot, 3, 2, 1. What the... Burn, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck?
Burn is a fucking banger, dude.
Burn is a banger. I love that song. But
Like,
you got mad at me for dissing Riot in the album ranking.
I still hate you for dissing Riot, but I still love it. But Burn is just... What a way to kick off a damn record.
I fucking hate Riot. I'll be blunt. I fucking hate Riot as a song, and I have for years.
We're gonna have to have a talk about our friendship. But when you diss Riot, my guy, Riot is amazing.
I don't like Riot. And I have not for years. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one that I would never have imagined genuinely in a million years that we would have agreed on. But Burn is a banger, and that's where we'll leave that.
Keep going. We gotta do it. Give me my favorite song.
Look, all I'm saying is, though, I do want to say I am surprised I did not eat a bunch of shit from people for shitting on Riot as hard as I did.
Yeah. Still don't diss him on Riot, man. But it's all good.
Oh, that is Chalk Out Line from The Transit of Venus.
God.
You said that was previously your favorite song. I don't know if it still is. But that's Chalk Out Line versus Misery Loves My Company. Transit of Venus versus Transit of Venus. We're ending on this one. You wanted this the entire time. You wanted this the entire thing. We're ending on this one.
This is easy for me. I'm sorry.
It's easy for me, too.
Ready?
Chalk Out Line, 3, 2, 1. Misery Loves My Company, 3, 2, 1.
Chalk Out Line is my favorite song off of Transit of Venus.
Fuck yeah, that works, too.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
You got your favorite song on each record, and we got Transit of Venus versus Transit of Venus, which you said from the very beginning you wanted to see.
I knew we were going to get it. Yeah, this is the way we end it.
So yeah, for me, Misery Loves My Company, I like both songs a lot. Both are very fucking good. Misery Loves My Company is just an all-out banger. I love the music video to accompany it, and we're scared could get something like that. And yeah, I just fucking love that song. And I think it's just, again, it slightly edges it out for me, but both are very, very strong.
I feel like I need to listen to Transit of Venus way more. Again, Chalk Out Line is like one of the songs I actually took time to listen to, and it is a banger.
Oh, yeah.
It's a massive banger.
Like,
I just love the way Adam... Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, this is amazing.
Like, it was genuinely the perfect lead-off single for that record, the perfect first song to be like, here's this new record we're working on, the first song we want to release to you, Chalk Out Line. Great. Absolutely fantastic.
That's the way we end it right there.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That is perfect.
That takes 2 off of Transit of Venus, so that means there's 4 left. There's 3 on Human.
1 on Outsider.
We'll
go back up.
There's 2 left on... Yep, there's 2 left.
3. 3 left for Self-Titled.
1 left for 1X, and
3 left on... Sorry, now.
Oh, so we did a lot.
We did a lot. About an hour and 15 minutes worth of footage here. That'll be cool. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. We gave a bunch of opinions, decided song versus song. Again, a cool, really cool sequel idea I came up with on the fly as he was coming over here. And yeah.
As I pulled in.
I think that's really fun. And we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, below, share it up on social media. Do all that good stuff. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.